The Matthew Mitchell Show is brought to you by Paul Miller Ford, by Window World, by McDonald's, by Kennedy's Bookstore, by Central Bank, by the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety, by P-Rats, by Safe Light Auto Glass, and by UK Healthcare.
He's in his 7th season as the head coach of the UK women, which means we welcome you into the 7th season of the Matthew Mitchell Show. Christy Thomas alongside Coach for what is going to be another exciting year of television. Right, Coach?
Well, I guess it depends on what your definition of exciting is. But we're back again. Whatever you think about the show, if you can hear my voice, you're watching it. So we'll see what we can do, but we're going to try to have a lot of fun this year on the show.
It's going to be a great time. But first of all, let's talk a little bit about some basketball. Gotten off to another hot start. Let's go back to November 21st. You hosted Lipscomb.
Yeah, I had a good day against Lipscomb. They have a good team, but I tell you, we were just really on fire that day. And great pass by Michaela Epps, who's having a good freshman season, to Samari Walker, who's a double-double machine at this point in the season. Bria Goss is playing great. She really got going in that game with a three-point shot and is shooting over 50% from three right now. So that's good, and scored 116 points, and it was a big day against Lipscomb, and real proud of the team, and defended the home court well.
Then you headed to the Murphy Center, which has been a tough place to play.
Very tough. We had lost a couple in a row there, and actually hadn't won down in Murfreesboro since 1989. So the team was very motivated, wanted to do well, shot 50% from the field. That was Castine Evans, who's having a terrific year. Samari's really hitting her perimeter shot right now, which I think bodes well for our team as we move forward, and force them into 23 turnovers, and we're able to keep the tempo at a spot where we really kept the pressure on Middle Tennessee. They're an outstanding team, well coached, and there's Jennifer O'Neill. Jennifer and Janae are playing well as a point guard tandem, but really happy to win that game. It was an important game for us, and I think it'll be one that'll be very valuable down the stretch this year.
4 players in double figures, led by Bria Goss with 16 points. Well, she's the highest ranked recruit ever at Kentucky, and she's on Coach Mitchell's 30-second shot clock.
30-second shot clock this week. Welcome in, everybody. I'm Coach Matthew Mitchell, and we are ready to get the season started off. You know, this is the segment of the show where we meet the team, we meet the players, and right out of the gate, it's a brand new Wildcat from Chicago, Illinois. Lene Harper. How are you, Lene?
I am doing great, Coach Mitchell.
That is fantastic. I love that smile. You are just seem like you're full of energy today, and you're excited to be on the 30-second shot clock. Is that in fact the case?
Of course.
That's fantastic. Now, we want to get to know you a little bit. We all know that you're a good basketball player, or you wouldn't be here, right? Right. Yes, so you're from Chicago. Tell us a little bit about Chicago. What's it like growing up in Chicago? What's your favorite thing about the city?
Oh, the Windy City, just being there, being with my friends and my family, and of course playing basketball.
Let's count. How many gold medals have you won representing our country playing for USA Basketball?
I have 3.
1, 2, 3. The first one you won where?
I was in Italy.
Italy. 2.
Mexico.
3.
Amsterdam.
So tell me, out of the 3, your favorite place?
Amsterdam.
Really?
Yes.
What's going on there?
The food is so good.
Are you kidding me? Are you serious? Good food in Amsterdam.
It's really good.
I'll have to try it out sometime. What's been the most fun part about coming to Kentucky, Lene?
Just, being under Coach Mitchell and the players and just having fun.
Okay, right. You have a very successful career ahead of you, Lene,
Yes.
when you answer things like Coach Mitchell being the best part of Kentucky.
Of course.
I just tell you, make it a few more minutes in the next game. Way to go. Listen, we're so happy you're here. You're doing a great job. Lene Harper, I'm Coach Mitchell. That's the 30-second shot clock.
Lene Harper is going to have a very successful career at Kentucky.
Extremely talented, Christy. Just can make all the plays. Very aggressive player. Big-time rebounder. Great scorer. So we're really happy with her progress, and she's going to have a great career here.
Well, coming up, Coach and young Niche are back at it. And to get the season started off right, Niche fills us in on her latest hairstyle. The guitar tip of the week is next.
The Matthew Mitchell Show is brought to you by Paul Miller Ford, by Window World, by McDonald's, by Kennedy's Bookstore, by Gearhart Communications, by Central Bank, by the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety, by P-Rats, by Sleep Outfitters, and by Qdoba. UK Athletics is still making great strides in building a successful comprehensive athletic program. This could not have been achieved without support of the fans, donors, and sponsors. UK Athletics and UK IMG Sports Marketing wish to extend this special thank you to our following official corporate partners: McDonald's, Central Bank, Coca-Cola, Gatorade, Kentucky Farm Bureau, Kroger, Nike, and Papa John's.
Open E. Well, come in, everybody. It's another edition, the 7th season of the Guitar Tip of the Week. I'm your host, Coach Mitchell, and I am joined by the gregarious, the grateful, the gabbing, and the galvanic shooting guard from our nation's capital, Bernicia Pinkett. Young Niche, you are back for your 3rd season. How do you feel about that, Young Niche? Are you happy?
I am not happy about that at all.
This is the segment that's made you a national television star.
I know, but I have plenty things to do, so I'm not too happy about this.
You're not happy about being on the Guitar Tip of the Week? This is your 3rd. You're the longest running co-host of Guitar Tip of the Week in the history of the Matthew Mitchell Show.
I appreciate all that, but I'm just not feeling it this year.
Well, it's time for Ask Young Niche. We'll talk about all this later. This is a portion of the show where the young one answers a question with yes or no. Young Niche, can we suspend the rules of Ask Young Niche? Because I want to ask you, this is a question from Matthew in Lexington. I want to ask some serious questions. In the off season, you've had some great hairstyle changes. Can you tell me what we're working with right now?
Well, right now I have a 22, 24, 26-inch curly weave, and that's
Wait a minute!
Right
22, 24, 26 curly weave extension curls. What?
Yes.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
You can't be serious. On to the shout-outs to Luther in Anchorage, Alaska, and to my Elizabethtown, Kentucky posse. You know who you are, Tanaja, Alexis, Bailey, and Jada. You go, girls. To Angie Grider-Harrod from Concord, North Carolina, to Morgan Jett from Fleming County, to Storm Dickerson from Florence, Kentucky. Now, you've got a good story about these two. They're our managers. They are wonderful people. What's the story?
Well, we call Storm and Morgan Storgan because they are one, and they really hate it, hate it.
Well, I would say that they're probably hate it because they're not one. They're Storm and they're Morgan. So I'm going to step in on this, Storgan, and get that straightened out. Young Niche, take it away.
To Meemaw Strauss and Lexington.
We're back with Meemaw this year. You're all season long, Meemaw. You're like Luther from Anchorage, Alaska.
To my girl, Miss Ramona from Louisville. Hey.
Hey.
To Kendall Grace Hacker, who is 9 years old and the biggest UK Hoops fan ever. She drives an hour to every home game, and her favorite player is Samari Walker.
Oh, that's a problem there, Kendall Grace. She should be your favorite player. Continue.
And to everybody's favorite uncle, Bobby and Aunt Kay in Gallatin, Tennessee.
They're back for another season. We're back for another season. Kendall Grace Hacker, we're going to give you a T-shirt because you drive an hour back and forth. Do you see that Facebook page?
I do.
No, you don't. If you want a T-shirt, if you want to get a shout-out on the Guitar Tip of the Week, write us at that Facebook page, and that's the Guitar Tip of the Week.
Coming up, we've got a brand new segment on the show. We're taking you to the Big Blue Cat Corner to give you the latest happenings on campus.
The Big Blue Cat Corner, brought to you by McGee's Bakery in downtown Lexington since 1956.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Big Blue Cat Corner. I am Matthew Mitchell, host of the Matthew Mitchell Show. And the show's gotten a little bit silly over the last few years. We felt like we needed a segment to increase the gravity of the situation or add a little gravitas to the situation. We really, at this point, have no idea what this segment's about. It's sponsored by, who's it sponsored by? No, it's not sponsored by Cat Fancy, the magazine. Do we have a sponsor for it yet? And these props, what's wrong with these props? It's off to a disastrous start. Let me tell you how you can get in touch with the Cat Corner, the Big Blue Cat Corner, 859-257-2649. In the news, Commonwealth Stadium will undergo a $110 million renovation. It will actually decrease the size from 67,000 to 61,000. Mr. Barnhart assures us that's a smart move. We will agree with him on that. Parking at Memorial this season for the women's basketball games, very, very easy. Get on a shuttle and we will bring you to the door. No, we will not beam you in from the Enterprise, Starship Enterprise, but it is pretty easy. And stop all your complaining about the parking. In the weather, we've had several events of tornadic activity in the Memorial Coliseum floor. Tornado's been whipping through there. It's called the Wildcat defense. UK Hoops is on a roll. And in sports, our outstanding men's team had a successful game versus the Cleveland State Vikings. Let me get that number again, 859-257-2649. Let's bring in our guest this week. What do you... Shut up, Scratch. We're tired of hearing from you. Let's bring in our guest here. It's our women's golf coach, Golda Johansson-Borst, or is it Johansson? Is it soft J? You don't know what it is. And listen, all you ever do is sit around. Do that for me. Go. Do that little. Yeah, look at that. I get so sick of seeing that. Can you come up with a better move than that at some point in time? Golda is our women's golf coach here, and unfortunately, we've run out of time for that. So, listen. If you want to reach us on the Cat Corner, feel free, 859-257-2649.
Coach and Jenna are back in the kitchen and ready for another amazing season. And to open things up, Coach shows you how he gets going in the morning.
The University of Kentucky Athletics program has experienced tremendous growth in the past few years. This could not have been accomplished without the support of our official Benchmark sponsors. We would like to say thanks to each of the following: Gearhart Communications, Paul Miller Ford, P-Rats, Townhomes at Newtown Crossing, and Window World.
Welcome in, everybody. It's another edition, the 7th season of the Coach's Kitchen. I'm Hall of Fame chef, Coach Matthew Mitchell, along with award-winning chef Jenna Mitchell, my beautiful wife. Can you believe it, Jenna? 7 seasons. Your comments.
I can't believe it.
Can you believe that we're back, baby? As Sailor Rose would say, we're back. What are your thoughts on it? It's going to be a fun season, do you think?
Yes.
A lot of great recipes. You have become quite the television star.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And also, bouncing back from the recent birth, quite well, I'd say. How you feeling?
Feeling great.
Are you back in the gym working out?
I am.
It's very important to keep yourself in shape. We have these young kids running around the house. Guess who else needs to be in shape? Coach Mitchell. I'm not getting any younger, folks. Get a little bulge around the waist there. You got to watch out for that, right? So what we're going to do right out of the gate, Jenna, is what recipe this season?
Power breakfast.
Power breakfast. Listen, guys, you've got to get a power breakfast to get your day started out right. Let's show you how to do that. All right, folks, we want to show you a power breakfast. And the way you get a power breakfast is to get superfoods. You get you a little frozen kale. Does anyone know what kale is? I did not know what kale was until I was in Hawaii at one point in time. A lot of people think when you're in Hawaii, that means you're in Honolulu. I was not in Honolulu. Little known fact, Rick Pitino got his start in Honolulu, Hawaii, and now we're in the kitchen that Rick Pitino built. And that really doesn't have anything to do with the show, but I think it's an interesting fact. Now, I learned about kale. Remember, you always make me go get a pedicure when we're in Hawaii.
Yes.
You know that? Wants my toes to look good for some reason. I don't really know why. But anyway, I was reading this magazine, and it said something about kale. And kale, evidently, is very good for you. So you get you some frozen kale, put it in a microwave for about 8 minutes, and you got that done, right? Okay, so that's right here, guys. You got to get this done before you go to work in the morning. This is what you got. You got it there? Then you've got some steel cut oats. That's apparently supposed to be good for you. I'm not exactly sure why. It's better than instant oats, but we don't have time to go into that. Just trust me. Power food right here. So I've got that in the fridge ready to go. Then you get you some turkey sausage, all right? Not a lot of fat in it. Good for you right here. A lot of protein. You get the turkey sausage. Now, Jenna, what are you working on?
Then you have.
Hurry up,
oh
now,
my
let's go.
gosh! 1 egg and 2 egg whites.
How do you extract the egg yolks from the egg whites?
So you can get the most egg white if you just do it through your hands like this. Don't bother with the shell.
Chef's best friend is what?
Their hands.
Clean hands. That's right.
And it's called a chef's best tool, not their best friend.
A chef's best tool is clean hands.
Instead of milk, a little dollop of non-fat Greek yogurt.
Wait a minute. I don't put Greek yogurt in it. I put milk. Anyway, okay, fine. A little bit of dairy in there. That's good for you, too. All right?
It's high in protein.
Very good. So now we're whisking this, and we'll be back to show you how to put all this together. All right, we have superfoods here. Steel cut oats. They're a superfood. Whole grains. That's real important for you. Then you just take your greens. Now, this is kale, just frozen kale I got from Whole Foods here in Lexington. Or you can get collard greens, mustard greens, but get greens, superfood. And then you go, well, what if I don't like greens? What are you, 6? Eat some greens, all right, guys? You know, every bite of food that goes into your mouth doesn't have to be some kind of flavor explosion. But I'm telling you, these greens are not bad at all. So then, look, here's lean protein here. 10 grams of protein in that turkey sausage and very little bad fat for you. And then you get the eggs right here. One of the most nutrient-dense foods on the earth, eggs, superfoods. Now get in here and stir this up. I sweeten my steel cut oats with a little agave nectar. Do you see that Facebook page there, Jen?
I do.
No, you don't. We're gonna have isn't this gonna be a great season on the Coach's Kitchen?
It's starting out a little intense.
That's what we're all about, baby. 40 minutes of dread. This is 5 minutes of dreadful TV is what that is. How about it? You want to try it?
No, you got it.
If you want to interact with us on the Coach's Kitchen, write in on that Facebook page, and let's have some fun this year. What are we going to tell the good folks?
We'll see you next week.
If you're ready to become a better basketball player, then listen up. Coach will give you his 3 winning tools to help you be successful on the court and off. The tip of the week is next. But first, for our McDonald's Breakfast Fast Break of the Week, we go back to the Cats game with Middle Tennessee. And off the miss, it's Janae Thompson going the other way in a hurry. She gets a sweet pass to Denisha Stallworth for the layup as the Cats win at 84-72. And that's our McDonald's Fast Break of the Week.
UK Athletics is still making great strides in building a successful, comprehensive athletic program. This could not have been achieved without support of the fans, donors, and sponsors. UK Athletics and UK IMG Sports Marketing wish to extend this special thank you to our following official corporate partners: McDonald's, Central Bank, Coca-Cola, Gatorade, Kentucky Farm Bureau, Kroger, Nike, and Papa John's.
Coach's Tip of the Week this week. Welcome in, everybody. It's the time in the show where we help our younger viewers become better players, and it's the opening episode of Season 7 for the Matthew Mitchell Show. And over the years, we've been working hard each and every week to try to help you become a better player and really try to work with you on the fundamentals. And we'll be doing all of that this season. We'll be talking about shooting technique and how important making layups are, ball handling, defensive footwork, all of the fundamentals of the game. And that's so very important for you as a young player to get rooted in the fundamentals and to make those very, very strong. That's going to help you have success. Well, the fundamentals of our program, as far as trying to build really high character and successful people, are our winning tools, which are honesty, hard work, and discipline. And those 3 principles that we live by will help you fundamentally be a very successful person. So when you're honest, you're giving an honest effort, you're telling the truth, you're doing all those things that are helping you be very honest in every situation. That's going to help you move forward as a person. There's no substitute for rolling up your sleeves and being a hard worker. In basketball, it's very important to spend time in the gym and work on your game, and then having the discipline to be honest all the time, to be a hard worker all the time, to do things the right way without somebody telling you. Discipline can carry you a long way. So I wanted to share those with you this week. As a young viewer, I think honesty, hard work, and discipline will help you tremendously become not only a good basketball player, but a great person. We'd love to invite you to spend some of your summer with us. It's not too early to think about 2014. We're going to have an individual overnight camp from June 8th through 11th. Those dates are on your screen. And then our elite camps, June 27th, 28th. You can go to ukathletics.com for all of that information. We look forward to spending a little time with you each and every week, helping you become a better player. That's the Coach's Tip of the Week.
UK has a Cyber Monday deal that we don't want you to miss out on. When the Cats play Duke on December 22nd at Rupp Arena, you can get tickets for $2. That deal starts on Monday, goes until Wednesday. For Coach Mitchell, I'm Christy Thomas. We'll see you same time, same place next week.
The Matthew Mitchell Show was brought to you by UK Healthcare, by Safelite Auto Glass, by PRATS, by the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety, by Central Bank, by Kennedy's Bookstore, by McDonald's, by Window World, and by Paul Miller Ford.